we end up debuting at the Juneteenth parade in Atlanta because of Dr. Shep Wilhoit. Turning on to Brother Derek Smith. Dr. Shep Wilhoit then said, you know what, since you're starting a nationwide tour, why not begin it in Oklahoma, touring the 13 all-black towns that were founded, over 100 years ago and still are in existence today. And as a historian, I was like, okay, that's a no-brainer. So I want to give a great thanks to Dr. Wilhoit for connecting family, for Derek Smith for once again connecting family, for all of the people who came out here. Because at the end of the day, if we don't care about each other like family, what's going to happen? Another black town is going to disappear, and another black town is going to disappear. Now, my program, the Black Achievement Fund, is here to deal with a very, very, very serious problem in our community that has not been addressed, even though we all can identify that this is a serious problem. And that's economic dependency. Okay? We have had civil rights for a half a century, yet our communities are still impoverished. Every black person who's trying to make it is trying to make it with one hand tied behind their back. That's just the reality. So we've come up with a solution to black independence that is simple, that every single person in here should not have a problem becoming a part of today. Do you guys want to know what it is?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
We have one question. Do you think it's a good idea for 10 million black people to contribute $9 a month to generate over $1 billion a year to fix black communities?
Yes.
Who would not join that? Okay? This is our solution for black economic independence. 10 million black people, $9 a month, that's $90 million a month, over $1 billion a year for us to begin to repair our own communities. This doesn't involve us marching, it doesn't involve us begging, it doesn't involve us protesting civil disobedience or anything. This is economic unity. With this capital, we're going to provide a comprehensive economic and community development agenda for Black America. We have 12 program departments that range from health and wellness, farming and agriculture, manufacturing and transportation, education, culture and community, special initiatives, international affairs, banking, small business. And each one of these departments is allocated a certain amount of money from that $1 billion. And we've broken the country up into 5 regions. So each of those 5 regions receive a portion of these funds. So let me give you an example of some of the programs and services for year 1. So year 1, let's talk about health and wellness. We're going to develop 5 regional national hospitals for the Black Achievement Fund. We're going to develop 25 dental clinics. Let's take our dental clinics. The Black Achievement Fund is going to build the dental clinic itself. The Black Achievement Fund will pay for all of the state-of-the-art equipment. The Black Achievement Fund pays the salary of the dentist. The Black Achievement Fund pays the salary of the dental technicians and all the support staff. So if you go into that dental clinic, whatever work you get done, why would we need to charge you a bill? I want this to be hard. I want all your devil's advocate questions because I want to make it clear that our future is in our hands, but we mistakenly think that it's in somebody else's hands. Overnight, just 10 million of us, $9, you generate 90 million. And the great thing about this is that this program, it doesn't fall, the burden of fixing our communities don't fall on Oprah Winfrey's shoulders. Don't fall on Michael Jordan's shoulders. Nails on your shoulders, on your shoulders, on your shoulders. We can all sit around and say what somebody else should be doing. What somebody else should be doing. Can be on Facebook, Instagram, and have all these inspirational quotes, black unity this, black unity that. Here's the moment. Is it lip service? Is it for real? To what extent do we believe in ourselves? If I say to you guys, do you believe in reparations? Everybody say hands down, yes. But in a lot of circles, when I talk about this very idea, the Black Achievement Fund, when I start talking about what we can do for ourselves, from our own position of strength, instead of always being reactionary, instead of always overanalyzing the problem. The problem is not going to go anywhere. Where are the solutions? Where are the solutions? You hear everybody talk. We're now talking about a solution, a bona fide plan that involves each and every one of us. During our campaign, membership free. We don't want your $9 now unless you feel that confident and that passionate about our idea that you're willing to give us the $9 now. And the reason why we don't want your $9 now, because we can't do nothing we're saying we're going to do unless all of us are on board together. Okay? Now, when this money comes, communities like Langston will be direct beneficiaries. Okay? We have a grants department that's allocated $50 million the first year. We have a farming and agriculture department that's allocated $75 million the first year. We have a health department that's allocated $200 million the first year. Okay? Communities like this. So the Black Achievement Fund, $90 million a month. If we gave the town of Langston $1 million a year, what is that? Is that any money? And this is not us, the Black Achievement Fund, giving Langston $1 million a year. This is your brothers and sisters in Atlanta. This is your brothers and sisters in North Carolina. This is your brothers and sisters in St. Louis. This is all of us together. And this doesn't involve you having to quit your church. This doesn't involve you having to quit your mosque. You know, we don't care if you're Republican. We don't care if you're independent. What we know is this. If you're black, no matter what you want to do, you need some money. Right or wrong, you need a budget. If you're an entrepreneur, you need a budget. Where does it come from? We have black nonprofit organizations that are doing tremendous work all around the country. I'm sure we have plenty right here in Langston. Who do they have to go and ask for money every year? Outside the community. But yet you already know that people outside of your community is not rooting for you to win.
That's it, right?
And if you think that, you're crazy. And I hate to say that, but it's 2019.
Yeah.
So we shouldn't be stuck in 1619 or 1719 or 1819. We're in an all-black space, an all-black town. And we are the wealthiest ethnic group of black people in the world.
Yes.
Our community should reflect it. But we need leadership with plans, not a whole bunch of rhetoric. I'm not here today with any rhetoric. I'm here today with a plan, one that's feasible, one that can be completed overnight. We're living in the information age. What does that mean? That means that for the first time in the world, our voice can travel 1,000,000 miles in a second. This is our moment to rise. And right now, I'll end at that because I want to hear your comments. If any of you, if you have any reason why you think this can't work, if you have any reason right now in your heart why you think you shouldn't join, why you think I'm not worth $9 of your money, let me know. But if you're convinced that this is a solution and you walk out this door and you don't join the Black Achievement Fund, you just gave lip service to this. And you need to examine in your head for real. I can go out here and give my money to every other people every day in 1,000,000 different ways. A black man came here from Atlanta, proposed an idea, a solution for black economic independence. I couldn't tell him in his face, one reason why I couldn't join. And membership free during the campaign. But we do require a one-time $9 good faith contribution to let us know that once we get the rest of these people, you for real. And to also help us fund the campaign. And once we reach certain campaign benchmarks, we're going to actually demonstrate some of our programs and services. Okay, we don't need $90 million in flyers. You understand what I'm saying? We can take some of that money and start developing programs and services right then. But we don't want to develop any programs and services that can't be sustained. And what this program is about is sustainable economic and community development. Okay? If somebody come and kill me right now today and I was a president, the corporation still exists.
Exactly.
This is the same way the United States of America operates. It takes money from everybody. Last year was $4.7 trillion, and your community don't get none of it back. We seem to think that all of these other communities look nice because they're wealthy. Half of that money is tax dollars going to landscape their communities and not yours. I come into town, to a black town, to a historically black college. You know what the first thing I saw? A white police officer pulling over a student. I went to the University of Virginia in Cornell. Ain't no police officer pulling over no student at that university. Neither one of those. And that, again, community ownership. Who gets to come in our community? Anybody? When I talk about the Black Achievement Fund, I'm not talking about just economic community development. I'm not talking about black culture. I'm talking about rebuilding African civilization, black civilization. If you control your community, we don't need all of these extracurricular police out here. You got Beverly Hills got their own police department. They say, you know what? Y'all take that money and y'all put all the resources to the rest of LA. We'll take care of it. We should be in a position to do that. Right? But we can't do anything if we're operating in silos. We can't do anything if this person is making it the best way they know how, this person is making it the best way they know how, that person is making it the best way they know how. Entrepreneurs. So many black geniuses. Entrepreneurs. Who want to fund them? And even when you start thinking about your capitalist class, black boys and girls, how much can they imagine? If you know that you don't have access to capital at a bank, when you begin to think about a business or a service that you're going to operate, it's going to be small scale. So you don't even know it. But our children can't even think on a large scale because they're already handicapped by the limitations that they see in front of them. We got to turn this around. This generation, right now, not tomorrow, not yesterday, not next Thursday, today. Nobody got any questions for me? Because I'm going to let Derek go ahead and take the floor. But join the Black Achievement Fund. There's pamphlets in there. My name is Arkie Hodges. I'm the founder. This is the first leg of our national tour. We've only been in operation for exactly 2 months. But this idea has been percolating since 1996. We first developed it. So this is the opportune time we feel to bring it out. And it's been an honor to come out here to Oklahoma to regular black people. You know what I mean? Who still understand what it means to be black, you know, and are still struggling with some real stuff. So thank you guys for having me, and just please join, spread the word, take the pamphlets, and tomorrow I can't wait to see all you guys again on the bike tour. Everybody's coming, right? All right. While we taking a brief pause, guys, can we please have the cell phones off? You might have forgotten. Thank you.
Okay, I'm back, your last and final speaker for the evening. I'm going to answer questions. I'll talk more about the tour. Before we do that, real quick, I want to acknowledge Rhonda, Angel, Bree, and Lavender. I believe Chef wants to present the people who provided us with our meal tonight. You give them a round of applause.
Our poor is,